Hey, how are you? It's Dan the Man here. I got a couple of announcements I'd like to make before I head out on a vision quest into the forest. I didn't get to go last time when Tavis thought it would be better just to do the protocol here because there was so much to learn. It would be better to do it in the kitchen and stuff like that. And so I'm glad we decided to stay here. So I'm going to head out now and go out into the forest because I need it real bad. But I want to make a video real quick reminding you of two things. Number one, Woodstock Fruit Festival. If you're thinking about going, I would really appreciate it if you put me down as your sponsor. If you don't know anything about the Woodstock Fruit Festival, Google it. It's really cool. Lots of education and a lot of really great fruit and a lot of really great fitness. I'll be giving a few talks and I had a really great time last year, so I'm looking forward to it again this year, hanging out at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. So check that out, and I will see you there. And number two is the live chat, the 26th, for Regeneration Nation members. And so that'll be on the 26th. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that it'll be 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Time, I don't know if it's Pacific Standard or not. Anyways, 4 p.m. for the West Coast, 7 p.m. for the East Coast. Just a 2-hour live chat, you know, for the Regeneration Nation members, so I wanted to let everyone at Regeneration Nation remind you of that because I don't know when I'm going to be able to make a video again and pop that up for Regeneration Nation. I've already got a few in the pipeline. I did a couple of cool videos with Tavis, just chilling, you know, and it ended up, that's for Regeneration Nation. It ended up we were just talking and it was just one of the most beautiful endings of all time. And everybody was crying. But anyways, if you're a member of Regeneration Nation, then you can join the live chat and that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. If you're not a member of Regeneration Nation, I recommend. It's really good. It's a great place over there. And my biggest contribution is just extra special videos, a little bit more on the inside. So it's just cool like that. If you're curious about Dan the Man and how he lives a little bit more than just the little short videos on YouTube, then it'd be cool to become a Regeneration Nation member. And so that'll be cool. What else? That's pretty much it. I'm going to go finish packing and I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go up and I'm going to head up into the forest and I'm going to take my sleeping bag and a few other things and just go up there and relax because I really need it bad. I need to hear. I need to regenerate. I need to tap into the cosmic stream of life. And that's the way what happens is when you do this raw food thing and then you start tapping in, you know, it starts guiding you and directing you. But you got to remember the reason why I promote raw foods, and a lot of people really love their cooked foods, and I can totally dig it, but I'm just saying that when you get into the quantum phase of your own ability to perceive, you're looking at things in the form of vibration and light. And what you're looking at when you're heating up your foods over the fire of death is that you're literally changing the information in that food. And you got to realize that at the end of the day, you're really living off the cosmic radiation that's in your food. You know, the people are still talking about proteins and vitamins and macronutrients and micronutrients and minerals and all that stuff. And that has something to do with it, but at a higher level, you're looking at the cosmic radiation of all those elements. And when you are heating up your food, you are destroying that information, which is the most important thing because it is the subtle properties of the electrons, protons, and neutrons that are, you know, basically feeding the etheric mind. And if your food is always denatured and destructured and disorganized, and the most subtle properties of food feed the mind, what do you think your brain is going to be like? What do you think your mind is going to be like? And why do you think the world is so ass backwards and upside down? So I just want to emphasize that. I don't care what you eat. I have no involvement in the emotionality of it. I'm just saying that I'm looking at the vision. I'm thinking of my own experiences with raw and cooked food. I'm looking at the raw food dudes. And I'm seeing this vibration which ends up being just like you're tapping into life. And I'm looking at the disorganization of that information and energy in the food by the process of heating, denaturing. If you want to talk about the denaturing of the micro and the macronutrients, that's fine. But if you want to talk about more where I'm vibrating from and looking at things with my third eye, I'm seeing that I'm not about the disorganization of the energy in my being, because why would I want to do that to myself? So that I can just be unfocused, unclear, not able to tap in, not receiving the revelations about my own path, and not being able to look at the world with a clear eye and a clear vision, not being able to get organized, my own self, and have success. So what I've seen from the raw foods is people are like, oh, I'm not a spiritual person, I could care less about that crap, I just want to get healthier. Well, then you eat the raw foods and certain centers wake up, because there's a lot of obstructions, hardened masses that have accumulated in your brain. Heavy metals are attracted to the, electrical system. Other types of different earth elements that were deranged from the heating process coagulate in the body, causing a lot of obstructions in the glands and the organs and the tissues. And then you've got this sort of mediocre trip going. And then even if you go raw, you've still got all those blockages within the system. And that's why I've emphasized detox for so long. And I'm a serial detoxer, because I haven't gotten the process done, but I am on my way, baby. I'm going to the forest. I'm doing what I gotta do. What it is it's like I don't have to be anywhere till Woodstock Fruit Festival. I have nothing on my schedule. Well, the girls are coming next week, but that's going to be epic. We're going to make some videos there. But hey, I have nothing on the schedule, and praise be to the Lord Most High, amen, that I am becoming Dan, finally. Now, I'm very busy making these videos and Regeneration Nation and stuff like that, and I've been a little scrambled, but my flow is going. Everyone should be relatively happy with the service that I'm providing, the free videos on YouTube here, because I love you and I want to do this service and keep that little thing going, because it's super fun for me. And the Regeneration Nation, I've been trying to do my best over there to have as much presence as possible. Although I've been I literally wake up and I am busy until the end, and now I need to go out into the forest and I need to drop all this. I'm leaving the computer. I am bringing the camera, because sometimes I say, oh, I'm going to go out and do this, and I'm just going to leave the camera so that I can have that freedom and purity away from the whole trip. And then I say, dude, you're an idiot. You really should have brought your camera, because they would eat this up, bro, and you'd be going viral or something, So this time I'm going to bring it just in case, with the intention of probably shooting a couple videos out in nature for Regeneration Nation. I'm just, I'm not trying to hold back from YouTube, but it's like I'm trying to let everyone know at the Regeneration Nation how much I appreciate them, and I'm doing the best I can, because I got to tell you something, and anybody that's on Regeneration Nation should know this, that I suck at the forums, okay, with a capital S. And the forums would be like, for me, I didn't know this. I'd never been on a forum before in my life before, except for the ones at 30 Bananas a Day, where they were talking all the BS about Dan the Man, but a lot of people were defending me, so that was cool. But then I saw, okay, this is how this raw food thing is going to be. That's cool, whatever. Y'all are tripping. Because I'm cool and I don't talk no BS about nobody, no how, never, because that's just putting myself down, because we're all one unit. But I'm saying about the forums, hope y'all understand, I can totally dig it. If you don't, there's no pressure to be a Regeneration Nation member now or ever. I had to drop a certain thing, and it's like the family is over there. And then I had a message this morning about, Dan, we're not all here because we love you. Some of us want information, so that also shifted my consciousness. So I'm getting feedback and I'm growing into Regeneration Nation. It's going to get better and better, period. The end. YouTube's going to get better and better, because I'm learning so much. I'm on the accelerated path. I wish I could explain to you these feelings I'm having, but I'm just... The YouTube and my job is holding me on earth, so it's probably a good thing for now, but pretty soon there's going to be this, there is a fire that is so hot, man. It's just burning inside of me. It's like, and I know that one day it's going to take over, and Dan the Man is going kung fu on you, walking off into the sunset. I don't mean that's not a threat, that's not a whatever, but I can just, whatever I have to do what needs to be done, and I would never expect anything other than that from you, to do what you need to do to be satisfied, to follow the call, the deep, the pull, of your destiny just ripping on your heart, and fire, the fire, fire, fire hot. It's just a beautiful thing to be tapped in to the source through what you eat, what you think, the air you breathe, the desires you've allowed to accumulate in your heart through either research material or old karma patterns from lifetimes before. Whatever your trip is, man, I'll never judge you. I'm not right. Nobody's wrong. There's nobody better than anybody else. There's just variations in the color and the beauty of the spectrum of the human experience. And it's life itself, the golden flow. It's intense. It's the fire of life. I call it God, but it's the field. It's the astral light. I mean, there's so many names. And some people are more comfortable with other names than others, but you'll find the DTM. You can call that any name you want, but as long as you say it with reverence and belief and faith and love, I don't care what you call it. But I am on my knees, you know, literally and figuratively just saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the opportunity to grow closer to you, into you, around you, surround you, serve you, love you, praise you. See what I'm saying? And so I need to go to the woods and I need to hear the silence so loud. I haven't been out in nature in so long. I don't know what it's like to not hear cars or breathe crappy air, you know? And I'm not really crying out of sadness, but out of happiness, out of a joy that I just love nature. Even if I never get it, if I'm like, do this life regenerator thing and sacrifice my whole life, I'll do it. I'll do it happily. I'll do it because I'm here to serve. And that's it. But the little boy loves the woods, and the man loves the fresh air and the cosmic radiation and the pollen and the birds and that sound. You know, when there's no cars and no beeping of horns and no garbage trucks and no industrial engines, or, you know, every once in a while an airplane goes by, but every once in a while you can go somewhere where there's not even any air traffic. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was going to make this video hella short so I can upload it. I got to get out of here. A lot of packing to do. Just not really. Just got to throw a bunch of crap in the truck. But hey, I got to let you go now. Remember, Woodstock Fruit Festival, Dan the Man is your sponsor. Can you dig it? Amen. And also, I'll see you on the live chat on the 26th. I'm really looking forward to it. After that, the girls are coming, and hopefully we can make some cool videos. And see, because I just have the same little thing. Like, I'm on a tonic program right now. It's real simple, and I have a little tiny salad at night. But when the girls come, I'll be able to make like some more raw food recipes. So I'm going to try to do that because I love the recipes, but I just don't, I'm not in the phase of like eating really for food. But everything that I do is like medicinal, you know? It's been that way for a long time, but after my buddy Tavis came here and showed me that I took it up another level of medicinal eating. I'm very happy. I hope you liked that video. Like I said at the end of that video, if you didn't see it all the way through, I regard Tavis with the most respect. Most high, most high, most high. If you don't know Tavis Bradley, you should go to tavisbradley.org. His website isn't, he just did it all in like the last week. I said, bro, you got to do this. You're like the man. You're the man of the man, dude. He was super stoked. Anyways, he's also got a Facebook, Tavis Bradley, which should get built up real quick, and then just wait till he does his thing. And we got plans to do some cool stuff. And I've never wanted to work with anybody really because it's got to be epic, but we like have the same thing. We want to feed the people. We have this thing. We really want to feed the people. We want to feed them the knowledge. We want to feed them the food. And just so we're going to do some seminars and stuff like that. He's the only one I really want to work with in that way because it just has to be the most high, the high, the high, the high, beyond what we can even talk about on these YouTube videos, you know? Because there's no words to express it, but it's a divine flow and it's a reverence for life and a desire to follow the law because it's the right thing to do, you know? It's the right thing to do for yourself, the world, God, Mother Nature. And it's just a beautiful thing, and I could make YouTube videos till the cows come home, and we could just only barely touch the surface. But I think that what really happens is a transmission of energy for the love of life. Choose life. Raw foods is raw foods is literally like square one. So get on the living foods, get the most nutrient-dense, concentrated, earth, nature foods that you can get. You know what I'm saying? And saturate your body with goodness, because the food keeps getting worse and worse, and Monsanto's worse and worse, and the crap on the air jumping down, making the food weaker and weaker, and making us weaker and weaker. And we got to fight. Warriors. We got to be smart. We got to seek out information from people that are on point, and we got to get that stuff, and we got to think abundantly, and we got to change this world by how we spend our money, by what we think, what we do. And if enough people wake up, there's a very good chance that we could keep ourselves from Mother Nature throwing us off. She might just spin us right off this thing, you know, and then that's the 12 people left over. We're going to have to start over and say, okay, what did we do wrong? Let's not do that again. But they probably will, because they don't understand that they can tap in and there can be this universal unity consciousness, and you're like, I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to take anyone. I don't want to hurt any animals. I don't want to hurt anything, because nothing has to be done like that. You don't have to hurt anything, ever. And the other guy, you don't have to take anything from him. You should give to him. Give to the other, and you'll see. The giver is the recipient of all that is. The golden flow, the pristine light of love and generosity and brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? So you'll be the one who feels the divine flow, and you'll be like, what else do I need? All this stuff is cool, but it don't mean nothing in accordance with the golden treasure that resides inside, outside, all around. And you just want to live inside that fire, you know? The astral light, the cosmic radiation. Get it in your food, get it in your heart, get it in your mind, get it through your spirit, and be the best that you were meant to be. Be your divine flow. You'll see how easy it is to live a life when the divine flow is pure and pristine. Thanks for subscribing to these videos if you haven't already. And may your family and all your friends be blessed with peace by your presence. Thank you so much for everything. I will be looking forward to the next time we get a chance to connect. Amen.